Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How are you all doing? Welcome back to some more Medieval Kingdoms Total War 1212 AD campaign. Here today we're going to be starting episode 2 of my Republic of Venice series. So guys, if you still are enjoying it and want to ensure more content, the best thing you guys can do is to leave a like, subscribe if you're around here with notifications on, and let me know in the comment section down below feedback and suggestions for the series thus far. Feel free to leave a dislike, of course, if you're not enjoying the series. Alright, in today's episode we're going to be declaring war upon the Empire of EPIRUS. Not so much of an empire, to be perfectly honest, more of a token name. Michael here leading the force. We have 2 full stacks ready to start our Greece conquest. So guys, if you haven't gone to see the last episode, highly recommend you do. We started off in our humble beginnings from the lagoons, from the swamps in Venice, from whence we came. We managed to push and take out the Kingdom of Sicily, taking Naples, Taranto, Reggio, and Syracuse, having the siege of Syracuse in the last episode. So in today's video, we're going to be striking Epirus. Now, they are currently a sort of former remnant of the Byzantine Empire, and their unit roster reflects that. Okay, so we currently got 2 full stacks here. I've skipped a little bit ahead just to get our recruitment underway. So these are my army builds for now. We have Jacopo, who is my... Jacopo, sorry, not Poo. Jacopo, who is the current Doge and Republican leader. We've got 1 unit of spears. We have 3, 6, 9, 10 Venetian heavy melee infantry, 3 units of medium bowmen, 4 units of Venetian cavalry, and 1 unit of catapults. We have a reinforcing army here with Marino, who has, 4, 8, 11, 3 units of archers, cavalry, and an army as well. Pushing further up north, we've got another army here in Venice. Cam has a small host, and then we have Jamia, I believe, down here as well. Now, some of these are my family members. Looking at the family tree, unfortunately, Pietro, our first Doge, died. Jacopi is 34, and we did try and adopt some more men, but we want to try and replicate this as the merchant senate sort of vote. So we have Marino and Jamia further south here. So hopefully we can get some more family members. So we're currently on our 2nd Doge for now. The main objective for this series is to build a strong and large Venetian maritime empire, and I feel like we've done that pretty well so far, securing the bottom half of the Mediterranean. We have 51,000 in the bank. We're making 10,000 per turn through our trade nodes, which is just ridiculous. We've got a lot of bonuses in our tariffs, and we've been able to put our money straight into the economy, into the Kingdom of Sicily. As you can see here, look at it, we've got strongholds all over the place. We've got a lot of resources here as well, salt, oil. We've got wine further north. Looking at our diplomacy, we're currently strength ranked 3rd. First are the Iubids, followed by Georgia in 5th. Military allies-wise, we currently have 1 majorly with the Holy Roman Empire, Hungary, Austria, Pisa, Milan, Genoa. So really the world is my oyster. The main objective of this series is to build a massive Venetian empire. We're going to start our Greek conquest here today against Epirus. I would like to take the entirety of the Italian peninsula, but I don't think it's doable just yet. I've only really got 2 armies active in the field because I can't recruit anymore. I'm at my 4 pop limit, and my empire is very sort of stretched. So we need an army permanently in Venice, same with Crete for now to defend it. So I feel like Pisa, and especially with the Holy Roman Empire, protecting Bologna, Verona, Milan, Genoa, Savoy. I feel like pushing into Italy is going to be a little bit hard. And they're very much the same boat over in further north, sort of the west. Austria is a puppet of them, along with Hungary to Croatia. So I feel like we need to naturally progress a little bit further south into the Mediterranean. We can take Epirus here. Even Thessalonica and the Greek states here are currently under the protectorate of the Latin Empire. So once we get rid of Epirus, we'll probably try and go for the Byzantine Empire, the Empire of Nicaea. They're quite strong with Theo Theodorus, their emperor, could be quite fun. And then I feel like we should betray our Latin allies and take Constantinople for myself. But we're still a little bit far off. I've got a priest here in Brundisium as well. But without further ado, let's declare war upon the Empire of Epirus and have our first battle against them. So let's push up here with my Venetian army. I'm going to call my allies just for the shits and giggles. Let's build one unit of ladders for now. I'm going to call them in because you never know, a roaming army might come and aid me. But overall, even though we can attack in one turn, I would imagine that it's going to be a it's going to be a bit of a fight. 5,300 against their 3,000. It's also the first time we're actually fighting with our Venetian heavy infantry, which is good. Because previously we're fighting with a whole bunch of spearmen. So guys, I get this question asked a lot. I'll try reiterate it, at least maybe once every other episode. So when is the 1212 AD mod coming out? I don't know, they haven't announced it. But I will be posting, once they do, once there's a sort of an available patch for you guys, where you guys can publicly play it, I'll make a YouTube video saying it's out, and provide download links, and also follow me on Twitter. Maybe, do they even have a Twitter? They probably do. But they do have a Discord which you can join. I'm pretty sure there's like a community tab if you're curious about the upcoming 1212 AD mod for Total War Attila. Okay, so there's not really much else we can do here now. We're easily making a ridiculous amount of money. Like, I've literally, because I wanted to rebuild my army, I wanted to try and get a Venetian heavy focus army. I was actually comparing the recruitment of these Venetian heavy melee infantry, and they're actually on par to the Crusade Knights who we've used in the Poland series in previous episodes, the Templar and Hospitaller Knights, which is really cool. Okay, so it does look like Epirus for some reason have moved out there, giving them a weakened position, and they have seasickness. It's a bit of a shame when the AI does that. It just makes it an easier battle for me, compounding on the fact that we've got good odds. We've hit them on a surprise attack. Regardless, let's show off the Venetian host for the first time. We come up against Emperor Michael, who has 2 units of pikemen. He's also got some of his Epirus guard as well. We need to keep an eye on that. And then heavily inspired Byzantine Cataphractoi, Scutari, and whatnot. So without further ado, let's fight this one on the battlefield here today and have the siege of Durrachium. Let's take our first settlement officially in Greece. I feel like Corinth was maybe owned by the Venetians at some point historically, or maybe everything of that more so medieval too. But it's 1221 AD, and we're gonna have the siege of Durrachium. Oh, that was quick loading in. Oh wow. Sometimes it's not so overly. So we go with a dry day now. We have catapults as well, so we're going to be able to sit back, relax, and rain fire and death upon them. The amount of sieges I've had in this series so far, I've made the decision to actually move away from crossbows, because we really need to arc our shot up and over. So how well are we doing here? So where's our best point of attack? Very limited number of towers here. That's a good sign. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 capture points, then pushing down this way. I would probably try and take that. I reckon pushing everyone here up and over, but flanking and drawing some away is also very important, even with no sort of chance to push here. But we've got reinforcements coming from there. Look, what I'm going to do is going to leave one unit. Actually, the thing is, right, we can probably send a unit up to start cutting it down, because it's still quite effective. In Total War Attila, it's a little bit not, because especially with barricades, gates and stuff, you really need a unit of axemen, because the time to do it is incredibly lengthened. So what we'll do for now, we'll move everyone back like here. I'll move my archers, go for a loose formation, we'll fall everyone here, and we'll move my catapults nice up here. If we could get a little bit of elevation, that would be ideal. But I think here is probably our best bet. We'll rain fire and death upon the enemy. I could target the arrow towers. Strategically, it's probably not a bad bet. I might pull you back just a tad, because even though they're not in range, there could be an archer unit that pushes out. They sometimes do that. Okay, so let's leave it at that for now. Let's get everyone to form up, and yeah, why are you there? Yeah, there we go. Let's meet the army, our first time. So here are the Venetian very heavy infantry. It's good that they have sigils, swords and banners of other houses and whatnot. The Venetian lion there, swan, raven. Yeah, because these guys, I imagine, are nobles, bringing their own attire to the battlefield. Heavy cavalry further at the back. But where is the Doge himself? Here he is. He needs to be further back with the cavalry then, I guess. So this is my second Doge now. Doge Jacopo. We had our first Doge, Pietro, who conquered Sicily. And now Jacopo is going to be the conqueror of Greece. I wonder what that, what it actually says. That lion holding the book there. Alright, let's start and quickly pause. Oh. Okay. How big was the garrison? It was at least 8 units strong. I was just trying to think there. We better off just to try and blitzkrieg this. Because the full stack is actually on the outskirts now. It's going to take quite a long time to come in. I'll think about it. Right, move you up here. Okay, move everyone up here now as well. Move up to a better quality position. Allow my catapults to try and neutralize the tower. But here is the Epirus swordsmen, very akin to their Byzantine comrades, their Orthodox companions. And then they have their own cavalry unit further back. They've got some slight variety, as they are a unique faction, Epirus. But in saying that, they are very akin to... I wonder if they're going to disembark. The Byzantines, I think they were formerly a part of the Empire. Come on, why are you doing that? Like, yeah, push for something like this. If you could push for those horses there, that would be ideal. Okay, catapults. So you've used probably 10%. How well are you even doing actually firing at this? That's what I want to know. You'd nearly be in range. So this shot's now coming in. How effective is it? So some have not even hit there. Quite low. Okay, that's a shame. Okay, I don't know what they're sort of doing here. I want to try and skirmish them out a bit if we could, but I don't know how ideal that's going to be. We'll wait for my reinforcements to come here. Still continue to knock out the towers if you can. But it might be sort of wishful thinking how accurate they are. Settings, we've done none. And we've used 75, probably 30% of our ammunition. We'll continue to allow my archers to pepper against them. Maybe guys further at the back, cavalry will be easier. I'll be interested to see how they sort of operate. Okay, they're good there. Reinforcing wise, we can probably make this a wee bit easier. But really we want you like hearsay. Archers, go with a loose formation. And try and move you, say, here. Catapults as well. Move you here. And then we'll have our cavalry sitting here as well. I want to try and skirmish them out a bit if we can. 0% still. Why can't we hit the bloody tower? We hit it once and it's 20%. That's not a very good conversion rate. They keep on baiting me in and out here. Maybe moving slightly up might help. I'm not entirely sure. I want to try and skirmish out as many of them as possible. Save as many Venetian lives as we can. So try and skirmish with my archers. Allow my catapults to fire. Well, yeah, aim for the back ones. You can actually shoot up and over that properly. Alright, come on catapults, do your business. Be a wee bit more professional. You've moved up a tad. You've still only done 30%. You're better off just going with probably explosive rounds I'm trying to hit something like this, to be honest. Yeah, there we go. We're better off doing something like that. Aim for that unit. We might be able to clip them there. I could even get a shot off myself. Fuck it. It's moving now. If we undershoot, it's going to be alright. Oh, but that's not too bad. He got 3 of them. Alright, try and fire into that. Allow my archers to continue to pepper them. For some reason we can't see them. Even though they're spearmen with shields up nice and high, we should be able to do a bit of damage. Oh, that was a good shot there. That was tremendous. Alright, continue to fire at that now. Let's see if this one's any good as well. Yeah, there we go. I'll take that. Burning men of Epirus. Epirone. I don't know. Pepperone. I don't even know what the plural would be. Because the plural of Scipii, like Scipio Africanus, is Scipiones. I love that fact. Right, let's try and speed things up. We're just going to try and skirmish them out as best we can. Pick a target, skirmish. We've got automatically replenishment, so there's never going to be an issue of too many archer casualties. Right, you need to hit something like that. You need to be hitting that, and then you need to be hitting like that as well. Okay, so how are we going casualty-wise here now? Lost about 300. Shit. Yeah, the light ones actually broke there. Oh, they're starting to come in now, which is interesting. Oh, come on. Continue to do the business on them. Yeah, I think maybe they got a little bit too close there. I don't know. Or maybe there's just more sort of skirmishes. Yeah, you need to be backing out of this. Okay. Could get a breach in the wall, maybe. That might be more beneficial. Instead of trying to go for towers or units, maybe try and break this. It's also pushing out as well, so it might be more beneficial. Yeah, stay with a standard shot. That unit survived anyway, so it's okay. Yeah, so this skirmishing hasn't done as well as I would have liked ideally, but it'll do. Yeah, so it's only killed 120. Okay, I am keeping an eye on this disembarking force here. Yeah, try and hit this. Well, looks like they want to fight us on the beaches. We'll give them a scrap. Move everyone down here. Move the cavalry on the far right. Rearrange, men. They want to parley on the beach. So be it. We're reforming up here now. Yeah, it's just a little bit odd when they do that sometimes. Completely disembark out of the city. Maybe gives them an opportunity to escape. Not entirely sure. But this must be those heavier Epirus bodyguard. Potentially. But regardless, the strategical importance of Durrachium is very valuable. It's going to be another decent trading node for us. Okay. We'll sit back there. My archers can still skirmish this. Oh, they've actually done quite well here. They've picked them off, I think. Oh, not really. They've moved. These units are shit and they're somewhere else. Okay, they still don't seem to be disembarking. Have they bluffed me, have they? Yeah, they didn't want to fuck with me there. That's fascinating. Oh, another lot of archers fled. Alright, let's sit back here. Try and skirmish where you can. You're out of ammunition now. Let's pull you back further this way. Yeah. Try and skirmish where you can, but if you can't, whatever. You just need to get that angle right. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing. Like, having that sort of active movement there is a bit of a pain. Yep, try and hit that and clip it on straight on. We've managed to soften up 300. I thought my catapults would have done a lot better, to be honest, but hey, they're only tier 1. Side on there is doing not too bad. Continue to keep up with the pressure. I forgot that this second army doesn't actually have the medium archers. They're a lot lighter. These ones can take a bit of a battering from the machine gun nests that they have as arrow towers. Well, at least we've halved that spear unit in half now, at least. Oh, that's good. We can pull that back. Alrighty, well, let's go for the assault. So, we'll try and get you to push up and take the ram. Or basically replace the ram. We'll push you guys up here as well. Get ready to push up. Yeah, okay. So, did you even get any way of trying to break that? Oh, 77%. You still might be able to do it. Make another opening. Alright, let's move my swordsman there. Ready to push where they can. And we'll keep my cavalry there as well. Alright guys, move into position. Ah, they're going to go on the other side. Interesting. I want them to try and disembark, but maybe they're not. Maybe they can't. Well, they are. Go for it then. Go. If they're going to be stupid enough to put a unit of swordsmen there out of into harm's way, push for this. EPIRUS guards, 160 as well. Send over 200 units of cavalry up. See if we can get them while they're flat-footed. They do have Peeler, but they're one of the best units they have at their disposal. So even though we can go for the gate there, we're going to lose casualties. It was glitched. Alright. So what I want you to do, essentially you at the front try and hit it head on, while you peel behind and you two try and cover the distance this way. Fortunately enough for me, there's no gate on this far side. We can't see them, but that's fine. So you need to push that way. Maybe you need to halt more. It's going to be quicker for you guys to flank this way. Right, everyone's still doing their job. Okay, you push this way more. You stay here. You need to curl more this way. Looks like they're going to try and stand and fight. So let's try and get a good old classic hammer and anvil encirclement. Alright, get ready guys. For Venice! 160 before the initial charge. All hell is about to break loose. Perfecto. Bon appetito, motherfucker. 100. Whoa, that's wiped. That's fucking wiped. 100 men slain in the initial charge. That entire unit just got wiped out. That's a horse sandwich, if I do say so myself. Mwah. Perfecto. And that's gone. Holy shit. Never fear, Simpzy is here. Okay, so we're fighting on the walls here now. We're pushing up and over. Soaking up some of the spearmen. Or peeler charges. We're still trying to push up here. Push. Push for it, lads. We've made 70% on the gate damage, which is good. We were never... Oh, 97 we got it down to. Oh. A couple of wayward shots might have done it. Okay, well, let's redirect another sword unit to go up that way. But we completely smashed that lone unit. That just shows the power of the heavy shock cavalry. The Venetians are quite strong in that department. Okay, we're pushing up on the west wall here now. Swan Knights. Whatever that fish looks like, maybe. Push up. Brave. Nobile. Noble Venetians. Okay, they're doing quite well. That's nearly opened. Send another guy up to go out and help. But I'm keen and ready to go. Hopefully we can recreate a similar thing on this far side. Keep you here. You're fine just sitting here. So we're pushing up quite well. Let's send these guys up now. Look, if we can... Yeah, we probably could do with another unit pushing up to help. Okay, you sort of sit here. The gateway is now under our... Yeah, it's under our control. Good. Could move cavalry in. Okay, they look like they might disembark this time around. Alright, push up and help, please. There's a hell of a lot of EPIRUS cavalry there. Very strong. Very menacing. But even some of the units there, they've actually got that dark blue, sort of turquoise colour of EPIRUS, which is cool. They're still hanging out there. The odds would have been a hell of a lot different if they stood and fought. Right, they're now gone. It just shows you how much more competent our guys are compared to those bloody spearmen we were fighting with in the last episode. So this is actually a pretty free and direct path. So I might actually send those cavalry in. So this gateway hasn't quite been destroyed, but it's coming incredibly close. I think we should send another 2 more up. None of them are disembarked. Have they fled? Are they withdrawing? Oh, they can't. I was going to say, they're trying to. They're trying to go for a tactical retreat. Okay, we need to be incredibly cautious and wary of this, because especially with Peltasts and Pila having that elevation on the barricade, you got to watch out for it, because it can be a pretty big slaughter zone. Let's try and push up against these guys where we can. Ideally, if we could somehow move those guys to the right while my cavalry moves in, that would be perfect. And try and smash this arch unit while they're sitting there a little bit flat-footed. Okay, so is this... we can't push up and through, can we? Damage held by gate damage... Or maybe we can. I don't know. It bugs out sometimes. I'm not checking half the time. Okay. That looked like it might be coming in. Probably move everyone there. Bar 2. We're going to allow... Yeah, this is going to be difficult with my cavalry. Okay, I want to try and continue and keep up the siege where we can. Okay, you need to push like this way. We need to start taking capture points instead of sort of focusing on that. So is that sort of been... Yeah, that's going to get fucked. Yeah. So, peel. Jesus, like that's... Like hit... They're intertwining with pikes and shit, so it's like a little bit iffy. Right, try and stop. Like, pull cavalry back this way. Need to slow this down. So every sword unit, engage everyone coming off the beach. Okay. There's actually... I actually somehow managed to get a perfect amount there. So try and swing Sake here. We'll bring you down as reinforcements. Some of my guys are routing here. Just because they got like a cavalry charge head on by the look of it. So try and push up and help. Right, for example, everyone can just like buckle this main unit. That's easy. If I can get my cavalry... yeah, if I get my cavalry down here, that would be ideal. While I let, say, you go for here, you go for there, and then like you go for this, and then we'll leave it at that. And then these guys can sit back here. We could move the Doge up to a little bit more of a favourable position. I don't think that's really going to help too much, but we'll try and answer this. So, okay, so they aren't quite pikes. They're like a larger sort of triari looking unit, essentially. Okay, so what we want to do is hit these guys and such. Hit them on the sides if they're going to open up to us like that. They've turned their back. Okay, they didn't have their spears down, so I'll just try and envelop. Ah, that's alright. They're fighting quite well. Let's get the other general in. Okay, they're buckling well. Let's try and somehow get you in here. Probably come down and help this because they got a good charge. Whoa, my swordsmen there are not doing well. Fighting in on that. Come on, push down this way. Come on. Okay, we've got 3 engagements essentially going on here. So you need to push for that. Surrounding there isn't the best. Okay, you pull here. You pull here. And I'll get you to move out. And you need to be like around here somewhere. We're still slowly but surely pushing here, but I think it's the archers. They're really massively like reducing the hit points on my dudes. But this is going to be a good charge here. Okay, that's alright. Push down to this. Yeah, I want to get this good charge here. There we go. That's going to ruffle a few feathers. Especially on those spearmen. Okay, that's good. Pushing back further here now. Like, these guys are properly fighting in hand-to-hand combat with archers. They're doing quite well. They're holding their own. So at the end of the day, they're fighting for the freedom of Durrachium. Not to be under Venetian rule. Okay, you pull back here. Swordsmen are good. You try and push that. They now broke because of that. Yeah. So try and get... Yeah, it's just the pathfinding's a little bit shit. Okay. No one's like fighting pikes head on or something stupid. No, they need to be hitting this. Push that from behind. You're going to be able to rumble these guys royally. Okay. Get these 2 cavalry units focusing on this. Could work. Like around the back. At least sending 2 down here is not a bad shout. Okay, how are we going casualties wise? Whoa, we've actually lost a lot more than what I would have liked. To be fair, we are attacking a larger city. We could have brought a battering ram and a bunch of ladders to speed things up. But it's interesting that they made us try and fight us on the field. Like that. Like, there's no reason why they couldn't have deployed back there and fought like that. Alright, let's move my heavier spearmen up to the town square. Looks like some of them are already there. But here is Michael, Despot's bodyguard. Oh, here is Emperor Michael himself. Donned in purple. Yeah, so they look slightly different to the Casafracti would be sort of used to, which is cool. Alright, so now we're fighting down here quite well. Push down there and help. Try and swing everyone else in. Hit these poor militia here. 25. If they don't rout in a direct Venetian cavalry charge, I'm going to be blown away. It wasn't as good as I liked. Still routed a lot of them. Alright, come on. Push for that. Push there. Push there. You go here. Get in. Okay, this is now being captured well. And now we're pushing it against them there. They're routing as well. Let's sort of speed things up. That's it. She's all over Red Rover. They're going to capitulate in a moment. Come on, go for him. Bring him down from his shiny gilded horse. You're still fighting to the bitter end there, Captain Michael. Well, not Captain Michael, rather Emperor Michael. Kill him. He's properly fleeing now. Only into oncoming swordsman. Get him. Peel right, peel right. Yeah, push him up against the wall. Get the rogue commander. No, you need to come this way down the corridor. Because we actually can see him. Go for him. Yeah, go. There he is. Bring him down from his horse. Take the crown. He's got one last royal charge going. He's trying to run down there. Come on, finish him off. Surely that's it. Stop clipping him. Get him. Oh, well, we couldn't get him. I wanted to get a good shot of him being flung from his horse. Maybe that should have been a cutscene somewhere or something. There should be, I don't know. So, Jacopo deployed 5,300 and lost 1,235. Michael, the Emperor of Epirus, deployed 3,060 and lost 2,974. So, looking at my archers, 103, 11, 81. Yeah, didn't do as well as I would have liked. But hey, my cavalry did well. We had a really good cavalry charge, which I was happy about. So it was my first time sort of testing out the equivalent. I tested out the Venetian heavy infantry, the equivalent of sort of the dismounted Templar and Hospitaller Knights, and they did incredibly well. Their cavalry did well, holding and plugging the gaps there. Their swordsmen as such, not so much. Okay, guys, welcome to the campaign map. Oh, there he is, getting his throat slit. Oh, great. Emperor Michael is dead. We didn't lose the entirety of any one of our units, so the casualties didn't overly matter anyway. But we've taken Durrachium efficiently. So, it's a pretty good trade node. Oh, we can't even use half the shit. By the look of it. We can repair and convert that. We can always repair it and just change it. Because I probably want to keep that sort of stuff in Durrachium for now. So, to take the entire region of Greece, we would have to betray our military allies, which could be potentially happen. The Latin Empire under their control. So, guys, on that note, unfortunately, it's time to end episode 2 of the Medieval Kingdoms 1212 AD Republic of Venice campaign. For now, we've done the conquest of Greece, all that we can sort of go for. So let me know in the comments, we like to expand and conquer. I'm thinking we should mount an assault on the Empire of Nicaea. I think we should have a crack at the Byzantines. What do you guys reckon? And then we probably should betray the Latin Empire, because we've actually got a bit of a staging ground here, because we have Crete, and Rhodes is currently in that occupied territory. Ah, further south there in Cyprus. Okay. The Kingdom of Jerusalem still has it. Okay, but maybe pushing into Asia Minor might not be a bad shout for us. And there'll be a really good challenge as well, pushing up against Byzantine units. But unfortunately, guys, thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for more content on the channel. Unfortunately, guys, it is time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know in the comment section down below your feedback for the series. And if you'd like to see more, that's the best way to ensure more content. Leave a dislike if you're not enjoying the series. Check out my social media links if you want to stay connected with me. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all in the description below. Highly recommend Twitter. Every single time I post a video, a tweet goes out. It's much more reliable than the YouTube sub box. These days, to get all the notifications for the channel, you have to click the bell, of course, to join the notifications squad. I do enjoy reading those comments. Patreon and merchandise link in the description below, along with the Steam group. Come and join the community on Steam. And on that note, unfortunately, I have to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching once again. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Go out and have a fantastic rest of your day. My name has been Simpzy. Goodbye.